Alright guys, welcome to another episode of the Midnight Mod Garage, where today we are actually just going to be using the modified Jeep. So we are going camping.
So we set off, with no plan, no destination, and definitely no reservation. What we knew was that we wanted to get away, and we really wanted to drive.
Alright, so here is the Skyway Bridge. It is the tallest bridge in Florida at approximately 200 feet.
It's easy to forget some of the magnificent scenery available in the area you live, but that only occurs when you stop looking at it. Part of the reason for this short but much needed getaway has everything to do with our attempt at rekindling an affinity Mike and I once had for our Florida surroundings. You'll often hear us complain about the Florida heat or the effect the sun's UV has on modified cars. Although that scenario is not unique to those of us here in Florida, every area and every country and every corner of the world faces their own challenges when it comes to car modification. One thing I'd count Mike and I both guilty of is not taking the time to enjoy our labor of love, and when you're modifying your car, that's exactly what it is, a labor of love. And it's important to remember that every dime spent, every drop of sweat from your brow, and every scrape in your knuckles will never be recouped in a resale. If you're modding your car, you do so only because you love it, never because you think that somebody else might love it.
Alright guys, so we are on a wild trail. This is kind of interesting. We actually have wild limes growing up over this dead, fallen foliage.
So only minutes into our walk, we've just stumbled upon a tree that has apparently been here since the time of Christ.
Yep, and they help support it right here. You can see with bricks, which have probably been there for 50 or so years based on the moss growth. These berries, you don't eat, they're poisonous.
We don't know that. Take a bite.
Now I'm looking to see if there's any alligators in there.
Or pythons or something we can wrestle.
Alright guys, if you're wondering what this wall is behind me, this is actually a gigantic tree that fell over. Now the question is, when the tree fell, if there was no one on this path, did it actually make any sounds?
The weather is perfect.
Yep, blue skies. Alright guys, this is what we're doing for dinner. We've got our ready-to-make burner, which is very easy to set up. So what we're going to be prepping, we're going to be using the skillet. And we are going to be slicing these in half, emptying them out, filling them with cream cheese, wrapping them in some bacon, toothpick those suckers together, and then we are also going to be slicing up some sausage, some fresh red onion, making a little skillet. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is chop up some sausage. We got our trusted knife. This knife is not the sharpest right now, but it works. One red onion. Alright, onions in. On these, just chop off the top. And I'm going to leave the seeds because they give it a good little flavor. Alright, so for these, this is going to be our appetizer. It's a little bit bougie for your camping, but this is what we're going to do. Cut the top off. Slice down the middle, like so. Open up your cream cheese. Then you're going to take your spork. You're going to take a chunk of that much, and you are going to shove it in there, making a proper mess. Then once you take this, a slice of the bacon. This is extra thick cut Costco bacon, so I'm going to cut it in half with my non-sharp knife. And we are going to wrap it around like so. And then you take your toothpick, shove it through,
and heat.
Throw it in the pan.
I'm not sure how these are starting to burn. That one.
Yep. About that much butter.
Yep.
Now on this, we're going to use a little bit of salt. A little bit of pepper. And a little bit of garlic salt. And just a dash of cayenne. No curry on this. Low simmer, so we can enjoy these. We didn't say we were backpacking or hiking. We're just camping. And no one says you can't make amazing food while camping.
Let me try it. It's not easy to get the bacon to cook all the way around, so you really have to char it on whatever side is touching on opposite lengths of the toothpick. But that makes it so good. We could have come here with just the stuff to make these and made
That's kind of what I told you.
a half dozen of these for dinner and been fine.
I'm gonna give a shout out to my mom who taught me how to make these.
In that case, I better shout out to my mom too, just because. Hi, Mom. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Janet.
Try this, Mom. These are really good.
I'm gonna go ahead and plate this up. Just the right amount of butter.
Yeah, tons.
Day one of our one-day adventure is almost over. How clean that looks. Has 75,000 miles, but it looks, the inside of that thing looks very clean.
This is what idle conversation with Mike consists of.
We're going to buy a Supra. Once it's boiling.
And
Coffee.
good morning.
There you go.
And if it weren't for fast cars and financial responsibilities, this is what we'd be doing. How is it?
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop.
There's like half a pig in that thing. How is it, Jay?
Delicious. Alright, so Mike and I are on our way back from our Jeep excursion now. It is raining today, so we left the site a little earlier than planned on. How you doing?
You can zoom in on that too.
Yeah. despite this light rain, this was still the ultimate getaway. Remember, we have a finite amount of time in which to enjoy this cool weather. In just a few short weeks, sticking your head outside will be like putting your head in the oven, whilst having your feet trapped in the microwave. So that's it for this episode of the Midnight Mod Garage. Thanks for coming along with us on this and our other adventures. We got a lot of stuff planned for the new year, so get in the garage, get dirty, and stay tuned, and we'll see you soon.